It is no secret that the Mazda MX-5 Miata is one of the favorite cars of enthusiasts. And it doesn't matter which one you prefer, whether it's an A, the NB, the NC, or this and D. And today we're going to discuss if one of these cars can actually make you a better driver. And every Miata generation has stayed loyal to its roots. It's lightweight, rear-wheel drive, it's a manual, it has a soft top or a hard top, it's super fun to drive, it has great handling, great steering, everything that you want in a true sports car. But the fact that it's a sports car doesn't mean someone who is new to driving cannot benefit from driving one of these. And today we are driving the 2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata, the 35th anniversary edition. And you can easily tell that it's a special edition because we have this artisan red color, which is only exclusive for this model. And you also get this contrasting soft top. And also a sports tan Nappa leather interior, which looks awesome and luxurious. For me, this is a classic sports car look. It's a two-seater. It's a very short base, as you can see. And I think Mazda always nailed the styling of the MX-5 Miata. It doesn't matter which generation you go for. I think they all look awesome, but I probably like the ND the most. But let's actually get to the most important part of this video and answer the question if this car can make you a better driver and a happier person as well. Let's get inside. Clutch in, start the engine. I always like how this engine revs up on startup. As you can see, beautiful leather interior inside. Nice seats, which are very comfortable. You get the new infotainment starting from 2024. But since we are in a Miata, let's open up the roof. And even though it's quite chilly outside today, about 10 degrees Celsius, it's still perfectly fine to drive this car without the roof. And we have heated seats for our convenience. I just usually put the setting to 1 and it works perfectly in this kind of weather. And I also use AC to warm my hands up. But let's actually get to the drive and discuss the topic of this video. So the first reason why I think Mazda MX-5 Miata can make you a better driver is the fact that it's a convertible. You have more exposure to the outside world. You can hear more, you can feel more, and you basically have a better understanding of what's happening all around you. Let's say the car is going by my side. I can tell right away by the sound of the car going near me. I can tell right away how high my engine revs. And it is especially important when you're driving a manual transmission car because you want to hear the revs all the time. But I also think that the driver that has most information when he's driving is probably going to be the best driver on the road. And since you get this much exposure to the outside world, it is so much easier to be joyful and to have fun. And the other thing about the convertible is that you have a much better perception of your speed. When you drive this car every day, you get used to how much wind is whistling your hair depending on your speed. So it is much easier to tell if you're going much faster than you actually should or if you're going too slow. So again, if you want to go into more details, you can watch the video in the pop-up banner in your top right corner right now. But let's get to the second reason. And the second reason is actually a manual transmission. If you buy this new MX-5 Miata, the ND, you'll find out that it is one of the greatest manual transmissions that have been put in any car in human history. Because of this shifter. This shifter, it's so good. It's a short throw. You can tell right away which gear you're in. It is so satisfying to go through the gears. It's just a joy, honestly. And the clutch pedal is super light. It is also very forgiving, especially for newer drivers. If you're learning how to drive a manual, you'll find this car to be very easy to learn in. Usually in sports cars like the MX-5 Miata, you will find that the clutch pedal is much heavier and the overall transmission is requiring you to be more precise with your foot and hand movements. But the MX-5 Miata, especially the ND, makes your daily driving so much easier. And you can ask me a fair question. How can it make me a better driver? You get much more attention to your driving, and you also are much more aware of what's happening on the road because you are constantly engaged in the whole driving experience. All your 4 limbs are engaged. Your left hand for steering, your right hand for switching gears, your left foot for your clutch pedal, and your right foot for braking and accelerating. You are always doing something, and if you don't pay attention, you're not going to be good at it. It's simple like that. It's just so fun. Look at this. And before every corner, you can downshift and have even more fun. I'll shut up for this corner as well. Honestly, guys, it's such a joy. You can turn your every single daily commute into something fun. Why a lightweight car like this one and such a small car can make you a better driver? You would ask me. And I would say to you that you can understand driving dynamics much better in this car. This chassis and the whole car itself, it's so communicative. Like even when it comes to making small inputs to your steering, you can feel the body lean, but that's on purpose so that you can understand the weight transfer better, and the fact that it's so small also makes it much easier to look out of it. Again, it's very short, so you don't have to worry too much about your blind spots. And again, it's a convertible. You have an infinite amount of visibility. I can look left, I can look right, and I basically see all 360 degrees around me. Let's downshift before this roundabout. And also, if you're nervous about parking, this car is so easy to park. Basically, every single parallel parking spot is going to be yours. And if you're parking in one of the reverse stall parkings, it's just one of the easiest things to do, honestly. So the combination of being lightweight and small, with the fact that you have one of the best steering and one of the best handling on the market in 2025, makes this car one of the best tools to become a better driver. But the most important part of a Miata that can make you a better operator of a vehicle and a happier person overall is the fact that it's the most fun car you can buy for under $40,000 US. And I think when it comes to becoming better at any skill, whether it's driving or whether it's playing soccer, I think it is much easier to become really good at something if you are in love with what you're doing. Or at least you have to like it. And Miata makes it much harder not to love or like driving. Because when you drive a Miata, you understand why people love driving. This car is honestly the representation of why driving can be fun. It doesn't have any big screens that are obnoxious and distract you from driving. And you have all the modern amenities that you want in a modern car. Heated seats, infotainment that has Apple CarPlay, it is also fun to go uphill. So back to my point, I think that you will fall in love with driving if you're going to drive a Miata. And that's a good thing, because if you love something, if you truly love something, you'll strive to be much better at it. And honestly, if you have a chance to drive one of these, please rent one. If your friend has one, please ask them to give it to you for a couple days just to experience this car. I honestly believe I became a much happier person throughout this week. And if you want a bit of happiness in your life and you think Miata can do it, it can. And as always, stay safe out there, keep enjoying the drive, and I'll see you in the next one.